Welcome to the Boss Babe Call, August 21st, 2023. And time is marching on. Just don't let it march on your face. I know, I've got so many jokes tonight. You're like, that's only one joke, but I've been telling them for the last few minutes. But anyways, good to see everybody. Good to see all the live people. To the Boss Babe Call, 21st, 2023. And time is marching on. Just don't let it march on your face. I know, I've got so many jokes tonight. You're like, that's only one joke, but I've been telling them for the last few minutes. But anyways, good to see everybody. Good to see all the live people. Okay. I love listening to myself twice. Cleta in stereo. That's exactly right. And it was like I couldn't find out how to mute it. Anyways, good to see everybody. I want to go over a couple things with you guys. First of all, I did show this on my unit meeting, but in case you hadn't seen this, Soar About Like Never Before, our cute little wax stamp that we got. So cute. So everybody definitely needs to get this. And for a $600 for this month. So cute. Okay, so I want to make sure I mention that to everybody. And then I want to show you this, and then Maureen's going to talk to us a little bit. She was so privileged to get to go to a fantastic training today. And so she's going to share a little bit about that. But all of you got an email today, and it talked about what we talked about last week, which is the Great Start Journey. And so today, or a couple of days ago, they showed us, remember I was telling you exactly about the online agreements, about how to send someone an agreement. Now this starts September the 1st, but I want you to know now because that's only 9 days away. Okay, so we're just quickly going to go over this, and I'm going to show you where to find all of this. First of all, on InTouch, if you look under education and then the new Great Start Journey, that's where all of this is. Okay, you guys, all the stuff I covered last week, it should be there for all consultants now, right there. And then if you scroll on down, just to show you reminders, the different startup options that we talked about, that and the flyers, and there's a video that tells all about it. You can look right here on the Great Start. There's a Great Start brochure that we talked about, all the FAQs. Under Selling Essentials is where you're going to find those flip chart pages, the pop-up party, the skincare closing sheet, the color closing sheet, the pampering closing sheet, and the beauty book. So that's all right there. Okay. And then the Mary Kay Retrofit Kit is anyone that signs up this month, that signs up with the kit or with the add-on $45 sample pack, can get all of this for $30. Okay, which is all the new Time Wise, in addition to the eye cream, the charcoal mask, the microdermabrasion, the new flip chart, new sales tickets, new beauty books for $30. What a deal. So it is not to your, and it's not a disadvantage to sign up right now, because you're going to get all of this for $30. So it's great to sign up now and then get that, September 1. So I want to show you right here under online agreements. This just came on here a couple of days ago, and I want to show it to you so that we can kind of look at it together. And it is several pages. We're not going to read every single page, but is the online agreement guide. And I know you're thinking, oh my word, how many pages is it to fill out an online agreement? There's a lot of different ways to do it. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody was kind of clear on how to do it. So we're going to talk about starting from the Mary Kay app, like if they have downloaded the Mary Kay app on their phone, or if they're going to start on Mary Kay InTouch or the Mary Kay personal website, or just marykay.com. Okay. And so first of all, if they have downloaded the app, y'all know we love that Mary Kay app, right? Let me make this a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. Hang on. Oh, well, I guess that's good enough. Okay, so if someone has downloaded the app, then they're going to connect with you, the beauty consultant, okay? And then there is a tab that's going to say Sell Mary Kay with me. That's pretty simple, right? Sell Mary Kay with me. And when they click on that, it's going to, it says, if you're a customer, you're just going to click on it, and you're going to click on the rest of it. You're going to click on just to sign up. You'll have all the information. All of your information will come up, and she will just go right through it. It'll pre-populate your name and your recruiter number if she connects with you on the Mary Kay app. Okay. So then the next way is for Mary Kay InTouch. And this is, you can begin it from InTouch, where you, the consultant, accesses my personalized agreement through business tools. Okay, like we have always done in the past. Click online agreements, click my personalized agreement link. And when you get that link, it'll be right there on the screen. It says copy and share. So just like anything else that you copy and right mouse hits copy and then, share or paste, you're going to copy it. And then it says copy and share by selecting click here and then send it to your customer via text or email. All right, so easy. You just text it to them. Another way is to copy and share it is through the home page. And I really like this. Okay, so right now you wouldn't see that, but next month, right here in the middle by product orders, shop my party, action items, you're going to see agreements. Isn't that awesome? So you don't even have to go to business tools. You're just going to click on agreements right there. And when you click it on, it says your personalized link has been copied. Boom. So like if I'm signing somebody up, I want to sign Gina up. I'm going to just go to InTouch, click on agreements, copy that, and text it right to her. Done. Like 2 steps. Okay. So they can go do it themselves or you can send them the link. Y'all got it? You can even go to a Mary Kay e-card if you want to make it real special and email them. You can go to a customer e-card, pick a cute e-card and then send the link that way as well. Okay. Make it easy, the easiest way you want to do it. Another way is if they go to your normal www.marykay.com /Cleta. And then just like before, they can click on Sell Mary Kay. And then when they click on Sell Mary Kay, it says sign up and they'll click on that to sign up. All right. It will ask them if they're just marykay.com and not on someone's page. Maybe I'm just a random person and I saw a pink Cadillac and I don't know that girl. And I'm just like, I want to sell some Mary Kay. I could just go to marykay.com and then I could click on that. If I have a consultant, I could find her. But if I don't, I'm going to click right here. I don't have a consultant. And then I'm going to put my zip code if I don't have one in there. Now, it starts with this one. If you have one, they'll type the name in and then they'll have the girl and they'll click on it. Okay. If they don't have one, then it's going to have that person will put their zip code in right here. And then they will find a person in that zip code. Okay. And it says, select this one or pick another. So let me give you a big clue here. If you have a Mary Kay website and it's still a pink flower, like you have not changed your picture, you just haven't got around to it, and it's a pink flower. Nobody wants to buy from a pink flower and nobody wants to recruit from a pink flower. Way back in the day when no one had their picture on it, that's fine. But now there's people on this. So you want to have your picture on there. That's a good looking picture of you. And so that people know who they're going to be signing up with. Okay. That's important. So don't have some crazy picture like this isn't like some Instagram. It needs to be a good looking picture of you. Okay. Professional or maybe, stage at seminar or whatever, a headshot though. And so, because that's what people are going to look at. And Janet Holloway is a girl that's in my unit. Y'all know Janet. She's in my unit because her husband, they were looking for someone to sign up. So they pulled up Valdosta, Georgia, and they start scrolling and they saw me and they said, well, that kind of looks like her. They go, that looks like you, Janet. Let's just get her. And that's why they picked me. And Janet and I are just the best of friends today. Is that not crazy? So make sure you have a picture on there. And so they can pick that person or pick another. All right. And then the other thing is, it says if a team member has a potential if a potential team member has a saved agreement, maybe she started on it and then she's like, oh, shoot, I don't know what I want to do. I need to call my girl. So they can, if they ever started, they can even put that they have a saved agreement. And when they start an agreement, and they close it like they need to come back, it'll have them create a password. So they will actually just log in using the phone number that they have and the password that they set up for themselves when they actually decided to save the agreement and not finish filling it out. Does that make sense? Okay. If they forget the password, they can hit forget and then they'll text it to them, I'm sure. And then let's see. I'm not going to look at all that. That just shows them how to start the agreement. It's basically your name and stuff is going to be in there. It has them put their name, their personal information. It's going to have them scroll down and look at all the legal stuff. La, 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 check, check. And the Mary Kay repurchase policy. And then they'll fill out all their information, and then it'll go to startup options. Okay, startup options. And it'll, first of all, it's the eStart. Everybody has to at least do the eStart. Then it can decide if they want to add on either one of these, both or one, which we talked about that last week. The eStart Plus, or, well, first of all, they have to do, if they want the eStart in English or Spanish. And then they'll have to decide if they want the eStart Plus in Spanish or English, and then, or the Pro Start, okay, or both. So they just will fill that out. They'll be going the shopping bag, they'll pay, and they'll be done, okay? And then as soon as they finish, it'll say, congratulations, the agreement is finished. You will receive your order detail information. And right there, it'll come up and give her her consultant number right here, okay? And it says, click here to access Mary Kay business resources using your consultant number and password that you've already created. So at some point they create their own password. So they click, they put their consultant number and their password, and they are in Mary Kay InTouch. So that's a lot of information, and it will make more sense once you sign somebody up. So let's all have a goal to sign somebody up this month and in September. Don't wait and go, I still don't understand the process. Well, you're not going to until you have somebody to sign up. So get a recruit this month and next month so that you can see. It's not going to be hard. I think the easiest way is go to InTouch, grab that link and text it to them. Let's get the show on the road. Unless they're already on your website or already in the app and register with you. And they just click on Sell Mary Kay and go. So if you have any questions, let me know. But I just wanted to kind of go over that with everybody. Yes, Latrice. So you don't have to call me later. I just told you. But you can go. And, well, I know it's crazy, but y'all, I'm a Mary Kay sales director, and I just went ahead and printed it out because I just wanted to look at it and make sure I understand it so I can teach it. So it's okay to print stuff out. All this stuff, I printed it all out. And that way I can look at it and make sure I know what I'm talking about. And y'all, it's just like anything else. Once you learn it, it's no big deal. But when you haven't even looked at it, it's overwhelming. Y'all agree? Like, I don't understand. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully some of this prep work is going to help you for next month. But in the meantime, we have a big August to finish. The fall colors are ready to go. You can order them all. That's why I've already got mine, because I went ahead and ordered all my fall colors. And the new Mary Kay Miracle set is going to be on the 26th. And so you can be ready to go with that. I mean, you can go and start holding parties as soon as it comes in. Probably won't come in until the 1st, but still, even if it did, just do it. And those of you that went to seminar, don't delay. Go ahead and do some parties this week with the new and just say, listen, I'm trying to get 5 people to try the new Mary Kay Miracle set. Will you help me? If you went to seminar, you have it in your hands. Go ahead and try it on 5 people this week, and you might sell 5 sets before even time to order on the 26th. Okay. So we're super excited about that. Lots of contests for who sells the most, and anybody that sells 13 is going to get in a drawing for Visa gift cards. So be a lot more to hear about that. So let me make sure I said everything I need to say before I switch it over for a minute. I did. Okay. So I'm going to bring up Maureen. Maureen went to a training today with National Sales Director Emeritus Linda Tupin in Michigan. And so I asked I asked Maureen if she would just like to share just a few minutes of anything that she thought would help the rest of us. Okay. So Maureen, I'm going to let you take it away for the next 10 minutes.
Well, thank you. So, I first met Linda Tupin about 2.5-ish years ago with Cleta in Selah in Valdosta, Georgia. And I was a red jacket. And I thought, it is kind of crazy that I'm seeing her right now. It's just, anyway. So yeah, I have a couple of things that I hadn't heard before, and I think it might be interesting for you guys. I'll just kind of be a little bit all over the place, just in little different kind of topics. But one of the things she said is, tell a story every 7 minutes. So whether you're doing a class or a facial or, like, I'm pretty sure Cleta does it all the time with us. She tells us a little story in between all the information, and you know what? It breaks it all up. But I had never heard that sentence, tell a story every 7 minutes. So, if we're memorizing like what we're supposed to be doing for the skincare classes or the pampering parties and that kind of thing, if we know it in our head, like we know the next product, in between all that, tell a little story, not a long story, but a little story. The other thing that she talked about was, why am I here today? We need to separate facts from feelings, right? So she goes, so you think about facts and they're boring. Facts are boring. And then, but feelings could have you broke. So if you run your business on feelings, you could be broke. But if you run your business on facts, you could be a little boring. So you're going to find a happy medium in between there. So using strategy to run your organization and the emotion to fuel it, right? So hand in hand, learn to transfer your skills that you've mastered to others. But what I loved about this was that she said, when you do that, we've all learned about the DISC. She says, when you learn to transfer the skills that you mastered to others, you can't teach it in your own personality. You got to kind of be neutral. So, the D's, they need to be neutral. The I's, they need to just calm down. Like, I'm sure you've heard when you're trying to team build, oh, I can't do what you do. Like, how many of us have heard that? Well, we don't want you to do it like we do it. We want you to do it like you do it. But it's important when we're transferring those skills that somebody feels comfortable and we train them like in a neutral setting, right? Of how to be a great Mary Kay consultant. My job is not about personality style. It's to communicate and teach how to run the business, right? Surround myself with people who I'm not. I found that interesting. And I thought, yeah, because she was saying how she can be, Linda Tupin can be DI. And she says, and I have to have C people around me. I have to have those people around me because I can't do what they do. And so she touched on that. So that was very interesting. She says, your personality can be your best friend and your worst enemy. So kind of get to know who you are and how you tick and tweak accordingly. Then I'll touch on this a little bit. She did talk about the bell curve, but that might be too much. Like, I wrote a drawing and everything. But one of the things that I thought was really interesting was that Mary Kay Ash, the saying that she talks, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you will land among the stars, right? So she talked a little bit about, Linda did, about that Mary Kay Ash, when she designed our company and how it would work with star consultants and all this kind of thing, that she built failure into it, meaning she said, shoot for the moon, you land in the stars. So she knew going into it that there will be failure, but we don't need to land straight on our face, right? We can still land somewhere where we win. So, you want 6. So yeah, if you want 6 there, you invite 10. Failures built in, right? Invite 75, 15 will come. We all know 150 people, right? So 150 people, a wedding list for a new consultant to get 50 customers into the Facebook group. She says this was interesting. The average Facebook person has 338 friends. And she says, but the people that you're meeting, chances are they have tons more Facebook friends than that. And so it just gives more numbers. The higher the numbers, the better the people will be into the Facebook group. She goes in, she said, a new consultant, when you tell her to write a list of people, she goes straight to the first 10 people of her inner circle. She says she'll go straight there. Failure's not built in there. It's not built in there. It's built in on the wedding list that she'll write you. But if we ask her to write a list of her friends and family that will support her business, failure, the way Mary Kay's got it built into all these things for us, these numbers, it's not built into that inner circle for that brand new consultant. So when she invites 10 people and only 2 show up, it's just not built in there. So pay attention to that, because when Linda Tupin talked about this, not Mary Kay thing called Maslow's something, one of the lines there, do you know what it's called, Cleta?
It's Maslow's strengths hierarchy
Hierarchy.
of needs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The second one on the list after water, sleep, and food is safety and security. So what happens when the failure isn't built in for the new consultant, safety and security is a thing, and then they don't want to do Mary Kay no more. So we got to be careful how we get them going and rolling right out of it, like Megan Carter, one of my girls that is on here right now, right? So new consultants, we gotta help them along and give them the safety and the security that they need in order to be able to succeed in this business. Numbers protect our heart. Numbers protect our heart. So even in my situation, right? So I need to grow our unit bigger, and that will protect my heart from breaking, thinking that, you know, I'm like this. Numbers, but numbers are facts. Numbers are not emotion. Emotion is the thinking, right? So numbers. So the more people that you see, the more product that you sell, the more people that you see, the more interviews you have, the more unit members, and so on and so on. And we hear it and we hear it and we hear it, right? But numbers will protect our heart. No emotion is attached to this.
Maureen, I just
Yes.
want to say, hang on, just come on here just 1 second with you. Is that what you're saying about Mary Kay built-in failure? That's so true, because I know when I joined with the perfect start was to book 8 and hold 5, because she knew that 3 out of the 8 could cancel on you, you know, and with the averages they usually do or reschedule. And so they just put it in there. And as a new consultant, I remember thinking, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why would I book 8 and not hold 8? Like, it makes no sense to me. But then she said, well, that's just make sure you hit it. Because if someone canceled and you're really going for it and you only book 5, then you're out and you have to hold the 5 in the first 2 weeks. And I'm like, all right, I get it. You know, so you're right. I never thought of it that way. So
neither had I. I hadn't either. I thought, oh, built-in failure. Oh, okay. Different little tweak in my head.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I would say though, if you have not studied that Maslow's hierarchy, it's, you know what, you can Google it. And I'll just, if you want me to, Cleta, I'll post it in Cheetah Nation, but it's really interesting to think about, because she said, you know, DIQs, they don't pay attention to that for while they're in the DIQ area, because they're just going like crazy. Everyone they look at, they're like, hey, you want to sign up for Mary Kay? Hey, you got to place an order. It's go time, right? For that little, but you can't live like that. And just her explanation of it is, you got to take care of business. And she said, you know, as women, you know, working, you know, being raised up, if you were raised up in a traditional family or an entrepreneur family, that makes a big difference. And if you were raised in a traditional family, then, you know, you might be getting, you know, the eyeball every time you go, I got to go to a Mary Kay meeting. They don't get that because it's not trading time for money. And she explained a lot on that as well. Like, she comes from an entrepreneurial family background. And I thought that was just super interesting, because I'm from a traditional family. And, you know, sometimes, you know, I say, I got to go, you know, to the Boss Babe call. They go, well, have fun. I'm like, okay, I will have fun, but it's work, you know? And so she really encouraged us to, not in a bad way, but to start using words like, I'm going to work at 8 o'clock on a Monday, you know, and use words that maybe if you're from a traditional family, that maybe you just use words that would make more sense to them. Does that make sense? I could go on, but I won't.
Well, so good. Thank you so much. And I know we're trying to keep them a little bit shorter, but
I will tell you, Cleta, she was absolutely fabulous. And
did you remind her you met her in Valdosta?
Oh, I did. I said,
Mhm.
last time you saw me, I was a red jacket with Cleta, and she just smiled, and so we took a little picture,
I
and
love it. I
it
love
was
it.
just
So
great.
good.
It was just great
Yeah.
because you know what, being around, we are like the 5 people we hang around with, right? And if I can hang around with people who I'm reaching up to, just like Mary Kay says, you reach up and you put your hand down behind you to help somebody else up, then you're in a good spot. So anyways, thank you, Cleta, for all you do all the time.
Oh, well, thank y'all for being here with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for that training. I wrote everything down you said. So I put a link in the chat on Zoom and in the chat on Facebook. And this is and I mentioned this at our unit meeting, but this is the Mary Kay MK 5K they're doing in October. And if you click on it, you will see where it says join a team. Matter of fact, I'm just going to share the screen and show you what it looks like. Because what we want to do is we want to raise $2,500 at least. Wouldn't it be great to be one of the biggest teams? I think we can do it. So this is what it's going to look like when you click on it. You can just donate. Like if you don't want to join the team and pay, I think you have to pay $35 to join the team, and you get a t-shirt. If you're one of the first 3,500, you can just donate. Like maybe you go, hey, I'll give you $10, whatever. But you can go right here and it says join Cleta's team, Cheetah Nation and Friends. Click on that. That's my team right there. And look, I'm so sad. I'm the only person that's donated. So I know we can change that and we can get that number. We can get that number up, and it'll have all your pretty names right there. So if you don't have a team already, or your national's not doing a team, we would love to have a big old fat Cheetah Nation and Friends team, which is all I should have thought the Boss Babes. Anyway, I'm telling you what it is now. And so if y'all want to do that, that'll be awesome. So you guys have a great week. Saturday is a big day. It's a big day for this kickoff. So all of you have the video that we did on what's in the bag a couple of weeks ago. I would suggest you grab that video, and I'll suggest you share it on your customer pages and say, watch this video, send it to people and say, tell me if you want me to go ahead and order you one. Do you need dry to normal, combination of oily? And then I'll give them a deal. So I'll give you a free eye cream if you buy the set. I mean, you can do what you want to do, or hey, do a box of free 2-step sheet masks. Hello, whatever you want to give that you have. But I've already sold one, and the girl that bought it, she's like, y'all, she loved it. She got on the what's in the bag last week and absolutely loved it. And so anyway, I'm excited about it. I know we're going to have lots of orders go in on Saturday, so that really August could be like the best month of the year. Like a blow it out month where we look back and go, wow. Because honestly, everybody needs like at least, 5 sets of each. Don't y'all think? At least. So let's get it done. If you did 6 sets of each, that's your $600 order right there, and you're going to sell them. So, and you need one, you need really 2 to do your parties with. I mean, you just do. So I've got to open. You have to have your supplies, right? So go ahead and get it. The new books right now for the fall look like this. Okay. And then you should have already enrolled for I got it somewhere else, for the holiday book. And that will be coming out, next month. So we got some back-to-back books going out. Don't you love my camera? It cannot decide where I'm going to be. It just, anywhere I go, it'll follow me. But anyway, so you guys will have a great, great week. And we will see y'all next Monday. And y'all, next Monday is actually going to be, what is next Monday? Look at this. This is helping me. I have a little calendar here. It's going to be the 28th. And then my husband and I will be off to Portugal and then to Spain. But fear not, because Gina and Maureen are going to keep the party going while we're gone. And you never know. According to what time it is over there, it's 5 hours later. So if I happen to wake up at 3 a.m, I may pop on. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, thank you, Maureen. Thank you, everyone, for participating. And Grace, I asked in my consultant group if they had any questions for us tonight. I was going to do a little panel, but the question was really about how to walk a new person through the Great Start journey. And honestly, it's going to be fairly simple. because once September hits, you will see a little bit more about what they're going to see. I've already kind of told you how to go through the agreement. That's really the first step. So don't make it too complicated. You don't have to memorize a bunch of stuff. You just know how to sign somebody up. You need to know how to get them in contact with your sales director, and you need to know how to do you a party. Okay. And show them how to do a party. That's it. And then have great customer service. All right. You guys have a great week, and we will see y'all next week. And for all of you that are with us, we'll also see you tomorrow night on What's in the Bag.
In the bag.
Bye, everybody.